Today, our topic is going to be tenses. In English, we have three tenses, which are present, past, future. When I ask people questions like, where do you work? They give me different responses. Now, you just imagine what could be your response to this question. Where do you work? Or let us say my question is this: which company do you work for? And I'll ask you another question: where do you live? Just think about your responses to these questions. Most students in general give responses like these for these questions. I am working in Wipro, or they sometimes say I am working for Wipro. And most of the people, when I ask like where do you live, they say I am living in Hyderabad. Or it could be any name. Let us say someone says I am living in New York. Now just think whether you have given a similar response. Did you give similar kind of response? In case if you did, then I would say that these responses are incorrect. They are acceptable in usable English in the sense when you use such kind of sentences in informal situations, people do understand what you try to mean and it is completely accepted. But in a formal examination like IELTS are considered grammatically incorrect. So what am I expected to write? Well, before we get to know what is expected of us, first you need to know when we use an ing form. Ing form is in general used to talk about temporary actions. For example, I am staying in a hotel. I am staying in a hotel. So here using ing here is appropriate. Why? Because this is a temporary action. We stay in a hotel for only a couple of days or for a little period. But when I am asking about where you live, well, this is more like a permanent action. So you need to tell me where you live. So the right answer to this kind of question can be something like this: I live in Hyderabad. Similarly, when someone asks you where do you work or which company do you work for, my response should be something like this: I work for Wipro. Many people say I am working for Wipro, and this is absolutely incorrect. Because this is not a temporary action. You're working for a company and it is a permanent action. Whether you work there forever or not, but at least it is actually considered as a permanent action. Ing forms are used to describe about something momentary or something very temporary, like what is happening at the time of speech. For example, at this time of speech, what am I doing? I am teaching tenses. I am teaching tenses. This is exactly what I am doing at the moment of speech. And that is the reason I have used ing form here, because this is a temporary action. This is what I am doing at the moment of speech. But let us say someone asked me what I do for living. Then I would say, I am a teacher. If someone asks me what I do for living, I cannot say I am teaching tenses, or I cannot say simply I am teaching. This is incorrect. I cannot say I am teaching because that is only a temporary action. If I have to say what my job is, then I need to use a sentence like this. I am a teacher. This shows what my work is or what my profession is. So let us get into more details about permanent actions and temporary actions. We have three aspects. We have different aspects in tenses. So at the moment we are looking at two of those aspects, simple and continuous. And as mentioned earlier, we have three tenses: present, past, and future. In present tense, we speak about habitual actions, likes or dislikes, or any permanent action. This is what we discuss in present simple. Example, I play cricket. When I say I play cricket, I am trying to mention that this is my interest. This is what I like to do, or this is what I do. This is a habitual action of mine. I can also say something like, I like chocolates. So this is expressing my like. Similarly, I can express my dislikes as well. For example, earlier I said I live in Hyderabad. Even this is a permanent action. So in present simple, we speak about permanent actions like habitual actions, likes or dislikes. Next, coming to past. In past simple, we speak about actions that are already done. For example, I can say something like this. I broke my guitar. I broke my guitar. So this is a past action. It is completely done and completely past. Let us say that this is, I'm trying to draw a timeline here. So this is the present. This line is present. And when I say I play cricket, it is an action that happened sometime in the past. And it is done. It has nothing to do with the present. It is just done at some point of time in the past. Coming to future. Future tense. So here in future simple, we are predicting a completed event. This is a prediction of a completed event. Meaning, she has already taken her test. She has already taken her test and we are predicting what would happen to her test result. So in future simple, we do prediction of completed event or events. In present simple, the verb changes a little bit depending on the subject. For example, when I write I play cricket, I am only writing the verb as it is, play. But if I write the same sentence for he or she or it or any person singular, then it would be he plays cricket, she plays cricket, it plays cricket. So here what's happening is we are writing verb plus s. Now this is an important rule that you need to remember. Many people when writing complex sentences, they forget this rule and after they use word like he, they do not use s and they simply write something like play and which becomes incorrect. So you need to be very mindful of this. For he, she, it or any person singular or anything singular, you need to always add s to the verb. In some instances, it could be es, not just s, but you may have to add es. For plurals like we, however, for the words like we, you, they or any plural, we use the verb as it is. For example, we play cricket. We play cricket and here we don't have to add any s. This is just like the rule for I. We don't have to add anything. So for I, we, you, they or any plural, we use the verb itself, the base form of the verb. Whereas for he, she, it or any singular, we add s to the base form of the verb. For past and future, the verb will remain the same for past and future, no matter who you are talking about, whether you are talking about she, he, it or anyone, it will remain the same. Here it will be just verb, will plus verb, will plus verb. Whereas in past, it will be verb in past tense. Next, moving to continuous tense. As mentioned earlier, continuous tense is used to describe temporary actions. In precise, the ones that happen at the time of speech. At the time of speech, whatever you're doing, that is what we would describe in present continuous. In present continuous, we speak about things that we are doing at the time of speech. For example, at the moment, I am teaching present continuous tense. This is what I am doing at the moment of speech. So that is what I have written here. Past. Why would we use ing form? Why would we use ing form in the past? Well, to speak about an event that was happening simultaneously. I will give you an example to this and then it will be more clear to you. But for now, observe how do we write a past continuous sentence. I was teaching maths I was teaching maths. Here I can add something. For example, it could be last night, it could be some while ago, it could be anything or any place. I don't have to even mention this. So I can simply say I was teaching math or maths. Future. It is a prediction of a simultaneous event. And this will be the same for everyone. I will be teaching listening module. I will be teaching listening module. So probably tomorrow I'll be teaching listening module, or probably sometime in the future I'll be doing this. So this is what I will be doing at the time of, at a particular time in the future. Now here, the rule is, when it comes to present continuous tense, whenever you say I, you would use am and then verb plus ing. For he, she, it, or he, she, it, or any singular, it is and then verb plus ing. For we, you, they, or any plural, it is are, verb plus ing. So if you remember these rules, then you will be able to avoid a lot of mistakes while writing sentences. Especially I'm saying this because I have seen students writing sentences like this. I have seen students writing sentences like this, and this is incorrect because we have a rule to follow. When you're using am, you cannot use the direct verb by itself. You have to use ing form along with it. Teaching. So this is the rule for present continuous. However, when it comes to past continuous, when it comes to past continuous, for I, it is always was. I was teaching, I was doing, I was working. So no matter what you write, it will be was and then verb plus ing. I was working. For he, she, it, or any singular, also it will be was. She was working. And for any plural, we, you, they, or any plural, it is were. And then verb plus ing. They were working. Now understand that there is a difference between WERE, the one that we use here in past continuous, and where, WHERE. Many people get confused with the spelling, so you have to be very careful with the spelling as well. Next, coming to future continuous, this will be is just the same for everyone, be it I, he, she, it, plural, anyone it is. It is just the same, will be and then verb plus ing form. This is how we write. For better understanding, I'll show you a timeline. I'm sorry, I'm a bit bad with drawing. So here is an example. Now this is the timeline and this is at the moment. Now in the past, at some point of time, I was teaching tenses. Or let us say, since I'm doing it today and it is a little confusing, so let me go back and change it. So this is a timeline here and this is the present. Sometime in the past, I was doing this. I was teaching reading module. So that was an ongoing activity. And something happened all of a sudden and this was momentary. I mean, it just happened in a second. When he sneezed, I was teaching reading module when he suddenly sneezed or when he disturbed. So here this is a past simple action, an action that is done and has nothing to do with the present. And this is a simultaneous event that was happening at that particular point of time. I was teaching reading module. I hope you have understood the difference between simple and continuous tenses. In the next lesson, we will learn about perfect tense. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.